What are the steps to achieving ISO 27001 certification? In our blog articles, it goes into great detail about the steps that you'd take to get yourself certified. It's not that complex. In fact, if you think about it, the things that we're using, our software programs, our infrastructure and technology usually have safeguards already built in, so you're part of the way there. So it's really important that you follow these steps to get yourself certified. And I'll say this, reach out to us because we have a 100% success rate in achieving 27001 certification for our clients. The first thing you need to do is buy a copy of ISO 27001, the standard. You can get that electronically through Standards Australia or other certification bodies, or you might be able to pick up a physical copy from Standards Australia as well. And in that, you'll be able to read what your requirements are to meet that standard. Typically, the way we would go about engaging with you to understand exactly what you've got in place is that we would do an internal audit with you straight off the bat to make sure we get a gauge on what controls for information security you have in place already. The next thing we do is a management review. That would set out the strategic steps that we need to undertake with you to make sure we can guarantee your certification. That way we get a gauge on what you have in place, what you don't have in place, and what you need to put in place to meet that standard. The next phase is to build out the control set. We do a risk assessment and a statement of applicability, which are technical terms, but that sets out exactly the controls we need to put in place with you to ensure that you're complying with the standard. Not that hard, but we can guide you through that. The next thing we need to do is take those controls and make sure they're implemented in the business. That means that we need to communicate the policies. We need to test the policies. We need to make sure that people understand and are practicing the policies and following their procedures. The idea then is to come back and say, let's monitor that over a period of time to build evidence enough that we can take it to an audit through the certification body of your choice to ensure that you have the evidence to demonstrate to them that you have these controls in place and you are practicing those controls. It's not that hard, it sounds technical, but with a guide, you can make your way through it. And I'll say it again, we have a 100% success rate in this journey and the journey with you. The next phase there is to engage, and we do this on your behalf, to engage a certification business to then set up the audit cycle. That'd be a stage 1 audit, which is generally about your readiness for stage 2, which is very much the testing of your policies, procedures and strategies to ensure that information is secure. There's 2 phases to that. Then you gain your certification.